looking dapper.
You can switch the heaters off directly from the screen heat overlay screen. I did not know that. Thank you so much for telling me. Oh my lord. Thank you. No, we're gonna go for factories for now. There's no pressing need to get warmer. We've got enough time for that. What we will do, however, is flying hunters. Currently, we're producing 15 food per day, plus a little bit extra because they're upgraded. And with this, we will produce even more. And for that one, we're going to need 40 steel. Now, we're not bringing in much steel at the moment. But, you know, we'll bring in a little bit. Right, we've got wood on the way. Good. Are they going to go out in like little blimps or something? Factory researched. Hooray! That happened stupid fast. Right, streamlined prostheses. Prostheses will cost 5 steel less to make. Streamlined automatons. Automatons will cost 20 wood and 20 steel less to make. And automaton integration. Improve the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency by 10%. All of it requires plenty of steel. So none of it is stuff that we can do just yet. But we'll get there. We could make steam steelworks. Yeah, that would actually be worth it. Since steel is something that we're constantly lacking. And we can pass a new law. Yeah, I'll be putting this up on YouTube. There's a prison law to increase conversion. We'll see now. Forceful persuasion. Explaining to inmates the enormity of their wrongdoings in a more direct manner will return them to society faster. Forceful persuasion reduces the time prisoners spend in prison. Prisoners may get hurt or killed and discontent will rise. I'm not particularly interested in that for some strange reason. I would, however, like the agitator. Yep. That, I think, will be awesome.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Now, the factory. Sweat and blood. Yelling at us won't help. Now everybody will hear how important our work is. Hooray! I'm glad that you approve. Base heat level of 2, but let's pop it. Can I pop it? Maybe? No? Okay. I was hoping I could rotate it. I can't quite fit it in there either. Ah, well, that's annoying. Ha 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 ha! I can fit it over there, though. Alternatively, I could put it up here, because I'm not going to be having anyone living over here, so I may as well. Building will block the placement of an important facility. What? Alright, I'll put it over here then. Doesn't really bother me too much. Pop that factory down. Now, can we get patrols? Yes, we can. Let's go and bring in the prisoners. And put out some propaganda. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If we're super lucky, they've got 5 people left and 15 hours. We might actually stop them. Who knows? It's possible. Agitator. 10 wood. Sorry, a bit of wood, some steel. So, this, going anywhere, improves the efficiency of that building. That would be improved. There's quite a few buildings around here that would be improved. Pop them there. There we go. We are going to need a couple of people in there. Automatons. I can set that to be made indefinitely. Production queue. Factory will produce 1 prosthesis from 10 steel. Seems pretty important. There we go. Let's get one of those made, please. Fault in the system. Sir, a man is protesting in front of the prison, screaming at the top of his lungs about the abuse of our penitentiary system. Who are they locking up? He yells at anyone who passes by. Criminals or innocent people who dare to speak up. Think about it. What should we do with him? Sorry. What should we do with him? Ignore him. I don't care about discontent. This place is so good that I don't need to worry about it. They've got a little bit of bad food and there's no discontent there. So I don't think it's something we need to worry about, frankly. Got a couple of sick. We should be made to feel a little bit better shortly. Got coal, and we've got... Ooh, scouts have reached a children's hideout. This cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids and take them to our city. Little survivors. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out of the Winterhome on a secret adventure. The teachers told them that they were going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in the city got really ugly. Oh, that's kind of tragic. That their children's sanctuary teachers and a couple of the hunters managed to get them out, but weren't able to save themselves. Escort the children to the city. 35. Oh, I'm not going to leave them to their fate. We're going to take them to the city. We took care of the children. We formed the children into an orderly column and set off towards the city. They walk quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. Sure. New highest priority. Ooh. Keep up the good work. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Oh, you're very welcome, chilling with Chuck. Right. This agitator, has it been built? Does it just work by itself? Yes. Hearing the words of encouragement, people in the nearby facilities work more efficiently. Excellent. See where else I can pop this. Grab a couple of things there, one or two things here. Does it affect the heat? That's quite cool. I could put it there, but I would rather put it here. And it will affect that heat pump too, so it'll be an interesting thing to see how it works. Sure. Get that going. But following that, we are going to need children's shelters. Now, each one of these can only house 15 children. How many children do we have in the colony? We have 33. I believe we only have 2. So we're going to need a lot more of these. Alright. One there. One here. And a last one as well. We're going to need a little bit more steel for that, though. That's fine, though. Okay. Time to pass some more hours. There we are. Coal delivery just arrived. Ooh. Let's make sure this place is kept warm, please. This one is being kept warm. I may need to build... actually... I may well want to move that... Well, that being said, this one is going to be supported by the generator once it's fully upgraded, so it'll be fine. Hiya, Prior! Coal is good too. Yes, we got plenty of coal, so... we should be alright with that. We're harvesting 31.7 coal per hour from the coal mines. These would obviously work a little harder as well. We can give out a little bit more food to get research happening a little bit more swiftly. And generally speaking, that's enough. People abandon the Londoners. Is that it? There's one person left. They've got 1 hour. Good luck. Good luck. You yourself and me, myself, and I over there is gonna walk all the way the 1,900 miles back to London by themselves. I'm sure. You know what? I'll even give you some provisions. Set of good walking boots. "25 minutes until they leave. Or try to leave." There's always that one person. One dude with a big Ben poster in his room. Yeah. Okay, let's leave that there. And there we go. I think that's it. The one person left. Oh, that's cool. That's fantastic. Pomp. Okay. The Londoners, they are leaving. "Sir, the time is at hand. The Londoners have gathered around the generator for the last time. They are going to leave the city. This is our last chance to stop them from committing mass suicide. Whatever they said and did, they still are people, even if they no longer think so." Order guards to stop. "Many people will be hurt. Some will die. Let them go. People will leave the city forever. Hope will fall. Equip them for the journey. One people will leave the city forever. Hope will fall slightly. Londoners will receive 10 food rations." I said I'd give them rations, but there's one person. What's the most of one is the issue there. I'm going to try. No. I'd hope they'd eventually see reason. They're all going to die. That is clearly it's like multiple men. It's tragic. We should have persuaded them to stay. Can't believe it. I knew some of them would be stupid, but... The Londoners file out of the city. One of them stops in front of you for a moment. She looks like she's about to say something, but she just sighs, shakes her head and follows the others. They soon vanish in the whiteout. Their tracks erased by the tumbling snow. We shall pray for them. Oh dear. Well, that kind of needs to be adjusted for instances where there's just one, but whatever. Funny. I mean, not for that one person, mind. It's going to be pretty suckful for them, but, you know. Right. Well, we're doing fairly okay for food. I would like to get that set up, but... Alright, time to pass some more time. But don't. 13 people are being treated. Let's make sure they're getting double rations, please. Make sure they're warm. Yeah. Good. Steelworks has been researched. Right, the next thing I would like to do... It's going to take me 10 hours, but I don't have the bloody steam for it. It's going to take them 1 day and 5 hours to get here. First and foremost, Steam Steelworks, please. Go ahead and get that going. Yeah, it's gonna get cold. Gonna get really cold soon. Yeah.
Return your tools.
Blackmail. Our propaganda center is reporting that a valuable informer is using her position to blackmail people. We've received many useful tips from her since she signed the Pledge of Loyalty, but it turns out she's been choosing whom to report and whom to leave alone, depending on favors. Several others have started to do the same as well. Hope foresight? No. Strike them from the list. You will lose several informers. I don't care. That was a pledge of loyalty. Not a, I'll just pick and choose. They're lucky I don't strike them from the list permanently. Bad food, lack of medical care. We need a fair bit more. 50 coal, 100 wood, 100 steel. It'd be nice, but not something I can easily get to. Well, we need to wait on steel more than anything else right now. And 40 to be exact. Right, just got a delivery of wood. There we go. Alright, get the generator range upgrade, please. At the moment, we're actually doing reasonably well with how much heat we're producing, but I worry about everyone working in these areas. It's only going to drop by 1, but still. It is going to be rough for them. Is anything going on? No, we're fine. Yeah, the stream's been up for just coming up to 7¼ hours. What a lovely morning. I'm ready to take on the day. Things are going well. We should thank our captain for that. I wouldn't mind it. Temperature falls.
Getting colder.
Oh god, I don't want to freeze to death. Without our technology, we'd all freeze to death in hours. Well, don't worry, Captain's got your back. Unexpected guests. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors has reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance, and that many of them died on the way. The phrase, "Doom is coming," keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. The group will enter our city. You'll decide what to do with the others later. We'll do our best. We'll do our level best, but there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to sort it all out. Okay, let's make sure that this is rolling and warm. We're alright for the time being. In fact, let's make sure you've got everyone working as well. And no, that's not what I wanted. I want a steam hub, because this is going to be kept on. Ultimately, I would like it if these things had a range upgrade, but there's not much I can do. Instead, I can just use more coal to affect the change I need, which is fine. We're doing okay for coal at the moment. Right. Get out there and work. If anywhere deserves to be kept warm, it is actually the coal mine. Low risk of getting up. You know what? That's fine. You don't need to be kept perfectly toasty. The main thing is that you're just kept safe. This coal mine, though, moderate risk of getting ill. That's just one coal mine, so that one's going to have to accept it, I'm afraid. I know that's a bit rough. I do appreciate that, but it is the reality. Right, we want more food coming into the city then. Got 3 more hunters' cabins that we need to upgrade. Generator range upgrade to researched. Now, let's have a quick look at our current resource flow. We are bringing in a redonkulous amount of coal. So, so that's sorry, that's food. Ooh. Okay, time for you guys to start earning your keep, I'm afraid. Chop, chop. Get out of it. And bring it in. Oh, well, actually, that's the thing. Is that counting? Let's have a quick look. Coal mine, coal mine, coal mine, coal. Gathering post. Yeah, the outpost is being included in that. It's going to get even colder, too. Have a look at what we can look into. Advanced heaters, generator efficiency upgrade 2. Need a little bit more, and that's going to pull it down a lot more. Generator safety bypass. Generator range upgrade. Steam hub efficiency upgrade. Steam hub efficiency and this would be extremely useful. Steam coal mines would be especially useful. That's a massive upgrade. Yeah, we need it. We absolutely need it. If we can get that, then we're probably going to be safe to run the generator at its current temperature. Hey, is he Wolf here? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Honestly, I was expecting to have lost by now, but we're not doing too bad. All things considered. Scouts from the second have returned to the city with 35 children and a lot of wood. Well done. We don't need the coal thumper operating, but we do want our scouts heading back out. So, refugees. 70 survivors. 70. Can send scouts to meet the survivors and escort them to the city safely. That's a lot of workers, though. That would not be a bad thing. Certainly wouldn't be a bad thing. May need to increase the amount of food we're bringing in by a lot. But it's something we could do. It looks like this is building up to a sort of a critical point, and we'll see if we can manage it. 22 hours left. It's extremely hot. It's livable, very low risk of getting ill. I'm afraid you're going to have to tolerate being chilly, guys. We're dropping it down to preserve that coal for now. Just a temporary thing, I assure you. You know what? I haven't even researched hothouses yet, but that's a very good idea. It's a staggeringly good idea, in fact. Mild frostbite. Citizen became gravely ill. It's fine. Sabotage. Sir, an agitator has been vandalized. Someone removed a part from it and wrote, "Stop squeaking all day," at its base. It seems that not all of our people want to work more efficiently. Catch them and get the part back. Repair it. The agitator will be out of order for the next 8 hours. That's fine. Sorry. I've only got 1 of 3 oh, that's right. I've got to build more agitators. That's a good point. But I could just get 1 or 2 more hunters. Then, that being said, the hothouses are a good option. Let's have a look at how they worked. So the hunters are bringing us in 30 food at a time. The hothouse would bring us in 30 raw food per day at its basic level. I can make them insulated, or I could even get them better industrialized hothouses. There's definitely that to do. I think we may end up going for the homes, though. Need to build bunkhouses. I didn't bear that in mind. My bad. Got 1 bunkhouse there. Gonna need some more though. Can't fit 1 in there, unfortunately. Can we fit 2 here? I can. Yes, just. They're quite far away from any of the city services, which is a bit of a pain. We'll see. That should do for now. We've got an awful lot of people coming our way. An awful lot of people. This is going to be a bit rough. There we go. Right, purpose. I'm not sure there's much more we want to research in here. not doing that. I know I'm basically treading the line. If I have to, this will be a useful one.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
We're doing alright with food right now because we're making
Order, people. Let's march
soup.
to work.
But I am going to need more agitators, that is absolutely correct. I'm probably going to want more child shelters too, if I'm honest. And there's no reason for me not to be honest. Let's kill this city, see. Right, where's the agitator? So I've got one there, one over there, I'm going to need another one, and why don't I build it down here? I can get all of these guys. There we are. Should do. People hungry, people are sick. Agitators built. The first agitators are optional. Your encouraging words can reach more people. Hope rises. Quite a lot, actually. Steam coal mine researched. Fantastic. This is incredibly important. Let's get the coal mines going. 2 steam cores, 40 steel, 25 wood. We'll go with this one first. I'm going to need more steam cores, though. Alright. So that's done. More scouts would be useful. Definitely. If I get the houses, then they're going to be warmer, which is going to be less of a concern for me. I do want this. Medical automatons. Advanced coal mines. This is a bit of a difficult one. No, I've never dropped to a point where my hope and discontent have been... Well, actually, did we? I may have back when the fate of Winter Home was discovered, but I could be wrong about that. I think houses are going to be the best one, simply because it's going to be super important for us to have insulated homes. Running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city, many of them sick. They say that some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way, and that they'll die without our help. We'd never have survived it. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. Everyone's welcome. 70 people, 30 of them will be ill, will enter your city. City discontent will rise, hope will rise. Only the healthy, 40 people will enter your city. Discontent will rise slightly, hope will fall slightly. Send them on their way. As much as my gut is to accept everyone, can we support everyone? Especially considering it's about to get colder. The 30 ill will be difficult for us to manage. That will be very difficult for us to manage. I'm not going to turn them away. Everyone's welcome. If we die proud of what we achieved. Okay, that was the first one. Wow. Really? I'm afraid I can't go to them. I need... Sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice and snow. No movement, no smoke. I need to find out what these other things are. I need more scouts, basically. Alright, 48 are homeless. This is rough. This is going to be very, very difficult. I've got a lot of people to work, though. Alright, I want everyone working all of the time. Absolutely everyone, get in there. Do what you can, where you can, when you can. It is going to be hard to keep you all alive, but I will do my best. Don't need the sawmill. We've got plenty of wood coming our way. Thing is, we don't have the capacity for this many people. This is the biggest problem. Alright, what's the temperature readout? I would like to get this rolling. I'm going to turn on the heater. I'm going to have the workers there. I will build a steam hub there. Try and keep it warm. That will allow me to build some more housing around here. If, you know, I could build housing. Right, let's have a look at the homeless. 48 homeless. Are any of them children? Can't tell. Got 90 children. Well, I know I've not got enough then. Let me have a quick look. How many 30. Is there a way of counting how many of these you have? Because that would be super useful. So tell me. Care home. Right, there we are. It doesn't actually tell me. Okay. Does it not give me a list of... No, it doesn't. It's frustrating. So that's... I think we've got a capacity for 60. Don't quote me on it, though. I can at least build a few more. Can I fit that in? Yes, I can. It's going to block a place from the important building. I don't know what the important building you're talking about is, though. No idea. And I can't afford to care. Let's get the children in first. We are also going to have to take care of the gravely sick. We are out of steel. Indeed we are. And it does suck. Quite badly. Especially because that's going to be a huge... vandalized agitator has been repaired. Good. There we are. Let's get these rolling.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Right, we managed to get a fair chunk of additional housing. Actually, that won't be a bad place to pop this, so sure. Then we want to start placing down bunk houses wherever we can fit them. See, the problem here is that... Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to just accept it and build a new road. There we are. Hopefully we can get all of that sorted quickly. Alright, click on the children's home. It said 15 were not in. What? Well, that confuses me horribly. Yeah, it's showing that there's... Oh, no, no, no. The reason why it shows that is because my children work through the day. So it's not going to show it until later. The interrogation. So we've just finished interrogating a group of suspects, subversives, and almost all of them are ready to sign the Pledge of Loyalty. Just one man resists. He says that he won't do it. He can't report on his family and friends, and that we have no right to compel people to cooperate. What should we do with him? Let him go, but keep an eye on him. Using the Pledge of Loyalty, we'll have a slight lower chance of success. Hope will rise. We don't really need hope strictly right now. He'll do his 3 days in prison, but that's all he's going to do. We'll lose a little bit of hope for it. Cold homes. Captain, some of your people are concerned about the low temperatures in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that they'll get ill. You have to start heating 14 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. Discontent will rise slightly. And realistically, I can easily heat them all. I don't need the hope, so I can allow the discontent to rise. I'll heat some of the homes. I'm not going to completely dismiss it, but I can't afford to push everything right now. We've got a lot of other things we're trying to work on. Namely, I want to get houses, but that requires a little bit more steel. Right, so let's allow time to pass. Keep homes warm. Okay, I've just got to maintain it now. Can anyone hear anything? Why is the music on? Apparently there is still music, but I'm not hearing it. There we go. Now it's all back. They are 12 hours outside the city. 28 children. It's going to be very difficult to accommodate them, but we'll try our best. But we are struggling right now for resources. I want overseers in all of these facilities, please. Everyone needs an overseer right now. There we go. Only got 20 hours worth of coal left. Thankfully, we've got 800 coal due to arrive in just a moment. Adaption. Let's go for extended shifts. Building a city in the frozen hell requires sacrifice. People will get more done if they work longer shifts. You can extend the workday in any facility to 14 hours. Working overtime causes discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. That is fine. This one is important.
New law is signed.
Only the most vital of areas are going to get it. Discontent's up, but it's going to have to be. And same here, please. Has that one got anyone working it? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I'm getting people ill. Coal is basically the most precious resource we have. And it's the one that we need to maintain at all costs. 46 are sick. We need to ensure that our infirmaries are running as best they can. And build more, actually. There we go. Do let me know if my green screen starts to go weird, because I can see the sunrise at the moment. It has been a long night. A very, very long night. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, though. What a lovely morning. Time to take on the day. Yes. Yes, exactly. Right. Get this. Actually, that one doesn't need to be heated. Let's get everyone working in there, please. Same down here. Everyone working in there. And warm this one, please. The second wave. Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one. Many of the victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. Should we let them in? Let's be realistic. If I turn them away, it's death. The problem is it's all well and good to be principled. However, as the amount of people... The issue here is that one person is making the decision for hundreds of people. And those hundreds of people, their needs need to be weighed against the needs of 70. I know it's often said, but the whole thing with Spock, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And the issue here is that I'm the only one making the decision. To damn the 300 odd souls that are living in this city because my principles are too valuable to me to make a difficult decision is almost as abhorrent as the idea of callously casting them aside when they need our help. I lack the housing and I lack the medical facilities. There's no way around that. Well... yeah, that's the thing though. I can't increase the steel production. The only two places I can build steel, I already have. No more workforce isn't more good. It isn't better. I don't have room for the workers that I've got. But Tiberian Kid, that's a beautiful sentiment. That it's better to help those sick and give them a chance instead of certain death. But it's also a naive and selfish way of thinking about it. I'm going to call it out for being that. Yes, it's lovely to give the weak a chance, but what is this chance you're giving them? And what is the expense? Because it's not just you're going to be inconvenienced. You're taking food out of the mouths of the people who are already there to give to those who are already weak. And if you're almost certain that you're not going to be able to save them all, then you're doing it for no other reason than to make your feelings better. And that's part of being a leader, really, is you have to make the hard decisions that you'll get blamed for, and everyone will lament you making the tough decisions, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you can't save everyone, and you have to save everyone you can. But taking too much on your plate is a good way of getting nothing done. And that's true in pretty much everything. I'll take the healthy ones. We won't turn everyone away. But we can't take everyone. It did hit hope. And it's crushing to be faced with that reality, but it is reality. I'm not in a strong enough position to save them all. 60 survivors. Time to reach the city one day.